Well, let's get more on this. Let's talk to Kate Maina-Vorley, who's Regional Director for Eastern Central Africa at the humanitarian aid organisation Care International. Thank you so much for being with us. It is unclear on the ground whether the ceasefire has kicked in as it's supposed to around now, but if it does, what are the priorities for an organisation like yours?
Thank you very much, and great to be here despite the circumstances. So if the ceasefire does stay on, we would want to continue our operations in Sudan. We have not suspended operations in 4 of our 6 areas. We continue to provide relief services to our internally displaced people. We are assisting conflict-affected populations. We want to continue doing the work that we do in that country. We are mindful that our staff are in hibernation, so we would be looking to ensure safe passage where necessary and making sure that we are able to ensure that our staff are able to continue the work that they do. We will be continuing to watch the commitments by both parties towards the ceasefire. And if it means we have to evacuate non-essential staff, we will be considering that as well. But we remain committed to the work that we do in Sudan and furthering our response to the humanitarian situation, being mindful of the fact that we already had a humanitarian situation before this armed conflict. So our commitment to the people of Sudan remains.
And tell me a little about what your staff are describing to you about what it is currently like on the ground.
Yeah, so we are in the 4th day of fighting. We had heard about temporary ceasefires in yesterday, which didn't quite materialize. And so we haven't really been able to do much. We have I think our biggest concern is for staff that are in Khartoum. They have not been able to leave their homes. We have some of our staff who now have no electricity. We know that the main water supply has been compromised, so access to water is also a problem. This was totally unexpected, and we are concerned about food, even in the households where our staff are hibernating. We were concerned yesterday about reports that one part of the conflict was going into NGO buildings, was going into apartments where we had staff residing in those apartments. So this is what we were hearing yesterday. Today, as of yesterday evening, the situation and the threat had been reduced, but we continue to be concerned primarily for our staff in Khartoum. And so we are asking that there be immediate ceasefire. We are asking that the current tension be managed. We are asking that humanitarian access is provided to allow us to continue supporting the communities that we have been supporting thus far.
A final thought, because even if this ceasefire works, there's a pause. It is only for 24 hours. Your capacity, just describe what you can actually do in such a brief window. Is it very much?
In terms of our operations for humanitarian assistance, those continue outside Khartoum, delivering our refugee programming. In 24 hours, what we would be able to do is to move some of our staff into safe havens, which I won't go into the detail here, but I think that will be our primary objective, to ensure that staff who are at risk in Khartoum are able to move into safe havens, and also providing movement out to staff who had left Khartoum to provide, life-saving support, are able to be reunited with their families.
Kate, we're going to end it there, but thanks so much for just bringing us that update from Nairobi. Thanks so much. And of course, we'll keep an eye on what is happening in Sudan and update you as more information comes in.